So for a limited time during the summer festival, there are two mounts available to us. One of them is new, the Beholder Rune Board. And then returning, there's the Slab of Vecna. And so let's cover, should you be getting either of them? What are the benefits and are they any good? Again, it's a limited time sale only for the few weeks that the summer festival lasts, which is another 15 days. The Beholder Rune Board you'll be getting through the trade bar store, just here in the mount section. And yes, it's a whopping 6,000 trade bar sale. Again, it will only be here for the summer festival, so we don't even have enough time to say wait for the discount event, which is going to be August the 15th, which is the time when, unfortunately, the summer festival ends. Therefore, it is a pretty massive cost just for a legendary mount. It better be good, right? Well, you can have a look at its combat power, Beholder's Might, and this can empower you with the mighty beholders, becoming stronger, tougher, faster, and more skilled in combat. It will increase your base damage by 15% for 10 seconds, increase your accuracy by 15% for 10 seconds, and increase your critical severity by 15% for 10 seconds. That is quite a lot of buffs. However, it will never compete with these single target mount powers that can have 3000 magnitude. You should be hitting over 10 million with them in, say, an artifact call, which is going to be far more beneficial to you than just a 15% damage boost. Yes, you could get a 15% accuracy boost and critical severity boost with that too, but if you're more end game orientated, you're not going to need those stats. You're going to be maxed out at 90% already without this mount, which is only going to be a temporary boost of 10 seconds every 60 seconds. Not something I would build around. And even if you're a newer player, you'll still be far better off in a boss fight using these single target mount powers. And even in multi-target fights, you're also just better off using a mount power that's going to have like 1000 magnitude, like the Pegasus, or even Space Guppy with its grouping up effect. This mount I would avoid. Even though it is a 4-slot mount, it can give you these bonuses, which has some useful options like Executioner's Covenant, Knight's Condemnation, and Survivalist Expertise. But if you check my mount document linked below in the video description, you'll find a lot of other mounts with those exact bonuses. On the first page here, you can see the list of what mounts actually give that bonus. You want Executioner's Covenant? Then sure, there's all these options you could obtain instead. And again, the price tag is just insane with 6,000 trade bars. I don't understand why it's so high, but essentially it's then just a collector's item. It's a mount I would obtain just if you like the visuals and to flex that you've basically bought such an expensive mount. You can see people have already bought it, guys with more trade bars than they know what to do with, and are trying to sell it. So you can always get it here if you had the Astral Diamonds to spend and wanted it to add to your collection. It will also give you rapid accuracy, which is decent, but again, I still wouldn't buy this mount for it. You can get it on other mounts. This is what the mount looks like, the visuals of it, the animations, same jump and flip the board, and otherwise it's pretty cool. I don't really see it being much different to other mounts. The other mount which you can get for free this year is the Hotnow Rune Board. This one also having rapid accuracy and is also a 4-slot mount. It will give you these bonuses, which yes includes Executioner's Covenant and Survivalist Expertise. So again, 0 point to get the Beholder when you can get this one for free with those. You can see the appearance of the Hotnow Rune Board just here. Pretty cool. Again, I would pick it up if you need a 4-slot mount, and otherwise if you like the visuals. Otherwise there's not a lot of point to it. It doesn't have anything special, just having rapid accuracy, explosive equalizer. Again, it's a fashion mount unless you don't already have a stable with all those 4 slot mounts. However, that's not all. Let's jump to the Slab of Vecna. Again, you'll be obtaining this one through the Wondrous Bazaar. Base cost 3 million Astro Diamonds. Same as last year. You can get a 25% discount with full VIP and purchase it for like 2.25 million. However, be aware this year they've added it as a reward for Mithril tickets. You have a chance to get it to actually drop there unbound, which also means people will be selling it. And there you go, you can get it for as little as 1.1 million Astro Diamonds. Last year it was a very good mount, and you would have regretted not buying it at the time due to the fact it was best in slot for single target. That is no longer the case. It has been changed, been fixed, and even been broken. This mount gives you the benefit of Wicked Lich, and then there is just Refreshing Breeze, which you can get on other mounts, and it is a 4 slot mount. But if you do check my document, it doesn't exactly have the best bonuses here. Protector's Covenant, okay, that's decent for tanks. Lionheart's Preservant, also decent for tanks. Shepherd's Devotion, decent for healers and tanks. So you wouldn't be getting it for a damage dealer, whereas you might if you wanted just the combat power. But if you get this thing upgraded, Wicked Lich is going to become a 2400 magnitude when you have 100% bolster, as you can see on this character. But the power is no longer good. Why? Because it no longer benefits twice from your combat advantage like it done before, meaning it dealt like 90% more damage than other combat powers. Now it works as normal, but it's only 2400 magnitude. Yes, it gives you a 15% damage buff, but that usually will not make up for the loss of 600 magnitude when you consider these other mounts. You're far better off just with like Tunnel Vision, Legendary Giant Toad, Golden Warhorse, or Big B's Hand. Those are the 4 best ones to use. Ideally, Big B's if you're physical, and one of the others if you're magical. So what that means is the Slab of Vecna is no longer any good, and I would not use it. It also has a bug that negatively affects its damage. It reduces it by not benefiting from your mints properly. You'll only gain 3%, and will not at all benefit from your Batiri. So it's missing out on over 15% damage due to that. So ultimately, do not waste your trade bars on this Beholder Rune Board unless you want it just as fashion. The only real reason I would see you should buy it is if you wanted to, say, save it and sell it later for Astral Diamonds. Because be aware, it's not actually bound when you buy it. You purchase it and you can see you'll be able to post it on the auction house. Therefore, you could save it and you could sell it. It's also not account wide, meaning you equip it on one character, that's it, you only have it on that character. But undoubtedly, some people might like it just for its appearance, and they might spend a premium in terms of Astral Diamonds once this limited time event sale is over. Once it's actually no longer available, the only place to get it will be the auction house. You might be able to sell it for like 10 million or more. But moving over to the Slab of Vecna, which is account wide, I advise just not to buy it. Save yourself the Astral Diamonds. Many of us did get it last year, but that was because it was overpowered and bugged, and we did get to use it for many months before they got around to actually fixing it. So my advice is just skip both of them. Don't go for them. You may have heard news and got excited about the Slab of Vecna returning, but it has been changed. If you've been following my videos, you'll already know that. If not, well, you know now. Do not use its power. So thanks for watching. A special thank you to all of these channel members for their extra support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.